Hello.
Hello.
What up, Jay?
Hi there. Nice to meet y'all.
How you doing?
A little bit nervous. I haven't really talked to anyone about this, and now 25,000 people are going to hear it, so that's something.
0 to 100 right away. There you go.
Yeah,
We got you.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I got. I like fast cars, so 0 to 100 exactly.
Perfect.
So I should just jump in here.
Do it.
Yeah, let's
Jump
do it.
right in.
So I am in my late 30s, and I'm still a virgin. And I don't think anybody here necessarily has this same experience, but I thought it would be useful to talk to some people about it anyway. And mainly what I'm looking for is I'm just wondering how to sort of deal with the, I imagine there's going to be some performance anxiety when the time comes, and also whether I should even tell anybody about it at this point, because I'm sort of on the high end, I think, of ages for that. And this is actually sort of a immediate question because I have recently been talking to somebody and it's going extremely well. It's only been a few weeks and we have only been talking online, so I'm not trying to get ahead of myself here. But the other thing is she is much younger and obviously much more sexually experienced than me. So just wondering how to broach that topic and how to deal with possible performance anxiety. And if anyone else has had an experience like this, I know, Hassan, you said that you lost your virginity late, even though that was, what, 19 or something? Come on.
Yeah, 18 or 19, I guess.
Yeah.
18.
Tough.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think first I want to say you don't owe anyone that information. So don't feel like this is something that you owe anyone. It is up to you when you are comfortable telling anyone this. It is your thing to tell someone. I don't think you need to feel any pressure of like, oh, did they need to know? That is up to when you want to tell them. That is all you. No
Can
pressure.
I just ask, what's the age difference?
About 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's definitely on the low end of my of reasonable, but she likes older
Wait, what?
guys. About a 15-year age difference.
Oh, she's 15 years older than you. Okay.
No,
Wait,
younger.
But she's not 15.
No,
Wait,
she's not.
Wait, I thought you
Good.
said you. Wait, you're
I'm in
30?
I'm in my late 30s.
Oh,
So she's
Yeah.
in her early 20s?
She's mid 20s, yeah.
Mid 20s? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a baby.
okay. Yeah, because, when you said 30 and you said 15 age difference,
no.
I...
No.
that's
Doing a little math.
The math
No,
doesn't
no,
add
no,
up
no.
on there. Like,
No.
maybe you should, maintain the virginity there, buddy, for that one at
Maybe.
least.
I'll wait a few years, yeah.
Where performance anxiety is concerned, I don't necessarily know that women experience that the same way, but I would say that is also up to you. Like, I don't think that you should necessarily be worried about someone else in any of this. Like, that is, you can tell them that you're anxious and then approach it that way, especially if you're with someone who's more sexually experienced. I think that they will be able to help you with that. But I think it's something that, really is internal. It's difficult to give you advice for like, well, how do I approach this with this person? Because this is all about you and up to you and how you feel, like making sure that you're comfortable at the time. That I think is kind of paramount. It's about your own pace more than anything. And I think the performance anxiety goes into that too. It's like, well, what do you want? Be clear about it, be open about it, communicate about it, but don't feel like there's any pressure to do so for the other person.
Right. I do feel like in general I tend to get anxious in anticipation of things, but when I'm in the middle of them, it doesn't bother me. Like I've been on dates before, I've had a girlfriend before, we just didn't have sex. But when these things happen, I sort of build things up in my head beforehand, but then when I'm in the moment, it's just completely gone. So I imagine that might happen. It's just that, I don't want to go from nothing to something and not do a good job of it. And then the other thing is if you say that it's something that we can talk out, like, that they can possibly help out with, that seems like the kind of conversation that would also lead to the conversation of, well, wait, you haven't been with anyone yet? And then, that comes out anyway. And I don't know. I know you say that I don't owe it to anyone, and I like to hear that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
also
you some
can't
bad
lie.
advice. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh. No, go ahead.
Chat
Okay.
advice, here comes.
I'm
I'm gonna give you
intrigued.
some bad advice, okay? Because
All right.
when I was younger, I really, really wanted to lose my virginity. Like I was like, oh man, I can't wait to lose my virginity. Like, and when I did, like, I just didn't tell the person. But I was in a unique situation because it was like a one night stand. So it's obviously a different situation there, but still, like, I think, you know, that's one thing you can do is just lie and don't go there with a loaded cannon, you know, empty it out.
I love this.
Good advice, actually.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Loaded cannon.
And then you
I'll
can
tell you
say it
about-
afterwards. You know what I mean? When you're
Yeah,
in bed
sure.
and you just be like, dude, I'm just going to let you know, like, this was my first time. And work
Yeah.
your way up to it gradually in your own speed, you know? Maybe you can try out some hand stuff at first. Maybe a blowjob, gradually increase to it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, she does seem rather interested in the latter, so that's good.
I'm just
I
gonna
guess.
fight against lying. I'm just gonna say I don't think
I
you
feel
should
the same.
tell her. Just you can admit it.
No, I meant
That's
lie
your
by
prerogative.
omission. It's not as
Right.
bad.
Okay, good. I was
No.
because
When
that's
someone's
a
like,
bit
"Are you a
fucked up.
virgin?" Like, it's not gonna come up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like, you know, if she asks you like how many people you've been with, you could just be like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't want to tell you. Like, I'm not comfortable." And then that air of mystery will be like, "Ooh, this guy's." You know what I mean? This is sick. He's not telling me. Like, you don't owe that person anything.
No, that's not gonna go down as mysterious.
I mean, that's basically what. That's basically what. Okay, I'm just saying. That's basically what Lana said originally. Okay, I'm just repeating.
I don't know if this is like pessimistic of me to say, but especially if it's your first time together, like she doesn't know that it's your first time like ever, but your first time together with like a new person.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody expects it to be like the
That's a good
most
point.
amazing thing in the world
Right.
because you don't
Yeah.
like know each other's like
Sure.
wants and stuff yet. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world if it goes bad, if it goes good. Like
Right.
I don't know. It's always
That's
up
a
to you.
really good point. Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, Jay, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I bet. I mean, probably don't do this because it's a awkward question to ask. But I bet if you had the consequence for your ability to ask 100 people, probably half of them would have a somewhat weird, strange, ultimately not what they anticipated first sexual experience when it comes to a consenting partner like that. You know, so I understand the importance and the momentum that you've placed in like the moment and stuff too. It is such an easy equation, but really difficult execution. I really just think communication's king. I mean, like Alana was saying it too. Like, it's going to do a bunch of things. If you're just blunt and you're really straight up, you know, whether or not you decide to really lead in with like, I don't have a sexual experience history here, like with a partner and stuff. I mean, honestly, in most occasions, just like communication and complete blunt truth it can be sexy. It can make the other person feel more comfortable. It can make you look better. I mean, you're meeting the person in the middle, you know, no surprises and stuff. And they honestly, if it's the right kind of a person, if it's a right decision, they will appreciate that. It will only elevate the experience for you and your partner too. And if they don't take it really well, then, you know, hey, that's maybe an indication of like maybe it wasn't meant to be anyway, and maybe this wasn't going to be as satisfying.
Are you?
Right.
So
You might have brought this up, but are you worried that like if you tell her that she's gonna be scared and not want to do it? Is that a fear that you have?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, yeah. I mean, you know, it is weird. Like, not weird, but like abnormal, I would say.
No, it's not.
Unusual.
Unusual, sure. Yeah.
No, rare.
but not and
Uncommon.
not
Sure.
Or rare,
Sure.
like
Yes,
your
sure.
rarity level, like an item in a video game.
The
Okay.
shiny
You're not,
dude.
You know,
You're
I'm-
not
I'm
You know
legendary.
you're not gray.
You
You know what I
might.
mean?
I mean, they
She
made a
might be
movie
excited
about
for
me.
the challenge, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking. Is like I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people, if you spoke about it candidly, if they have sexual maturity, would be okay with it. Would be like, oh, I'm gonna make sure that I make you as comfortable as possible. I think
That's
Right.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, to build on that too, truthfully, you know, people are different, but really, I'd say there's a good percentage of folks that might be an added excitement for them. You know, like half the joy is meeting your partner in the middle and seeing somebody else feel like pleasured and stuff too. So if you give them even that like opportunity, we're saying, I'm kind of
Right.
laying myself bare, you know, literally, figuratively here and shit. Like, here's my situation. that could be a big turn on for your partner too, you know, to be like,
Yeah.
hey, I can like, cool, I'll communicate with you. Like, let me maybe take the reins on some stuff. You tell me what we're chill with and stuff. So
Yeah.
you might be
I
giving yourself and that person a gift by just being straight up.
I also don't love to like lead with it for, I mean, it's a little bit embarrassing, but also just to be like I don't want to be fetishized for that either,
True.
like someone's trying to conquer me like
I
or
mean,
like
I
fair.
don't have a great credit
Definitely.
score. You don't hear me fucking bringing it up on dates. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. Like,
yeah,
don't worry about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Jay,
know,
can I
because
ask if it's not too? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
the point I was gonna make is like it's not something that is a factor or consideration in their in what they're deciding to do. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's not too personal, Jay, why hasn't it happened before? Is it something you've avoided, something you haven't wanted? Is it that you've
It's
had anxiety about it?
um I mean I can't blame it all on lack of trying for my part. I think that I have been less driven by getting sex than a lot of people have been. Um, and so as a result, I haven't sort of pursued it as fervently as some might. But also, I think there's a bit of a lack of interest there because I maybe am not presenting myself as quite that great of a catch. Like, living with my parents and things like that is something that would usually not be a, a bonus point.
Is it possible that you might be asexual, if you don't mind me asking?
So we were just talking about that yesterday on
Ah.
stream, I mean, Hassan was just talking about that yesterday on stream.
You could say we were
And
talking about it.
yeah, that's what I meant. I meant you, on stream it was being
In the
talked about.
chat.
And in the chat,
It's
yeah.
mostly chat just being a dickhead, though. I hope you weren't being like that, Jay.
No, I wasn't being a dick. I'm nice all the time.
Okay, good.
Uh, no, I don't think so. I still gain enjoyment from, you know, porn and sex talk and things like that. Um,
You want to
so
have sex with this girl, though, right? Like this isn't a
yeah,
thing that you're like, oh, I
yeah,
should do this. You actively
right.
do want to have sex with.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and they said something about gray ace, and it's possible that I have like a slightly reduced interest as compared to other people, but I don't, I'm not other people, so I don't know how interested they are. I know how interested they tell society they are, but I'm not really sure the internal drive that people feel other than myself. If that makes sense.
Hey, well, guess what?
Hmm.
You're never gonna know until you do
Yeah.
it. Okay?
Yeah. Except for Hassan, who's like the biggest horn dog ever.
Okay, that's not even true. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
I also
Called
never.
out.
Why are you embarrassing me in front of my friends, Jay? What the fuck, dude?
Hey, come on, you're
Hey, by the way,
embarrassing
you're
me in
banned
front
from
of
chat
27.
now. Okay, how about that?
Okay. Well, good. This is a fake name, so try to find me.
Oh shit.
Wow,
Thought
he
ahead.
came correct. He was like, I'm gonna say some shit.
It's my favorite thing about the left is they're all really horny and everyone's okay with it. It's great.
That's true.
But ultimately, Jay, this is a really tough one to approach because it's the most bullshit advice in the world, which is you just got to do what feels right for you. And I know that that's horseshit and that's not what you came here for. And I'm sorry, but I feel like that is true. It's just figuring out what you want, how you want to approach it. Like, I don't think this is a conversation that you can ask other people about because we don't know you well enough to give you advice
Sure.
that suits you.
Sure.
But I do think you should think about it selfishly. I don't think you should be self-conscious. I don't think you should be worrying about judgment as much. I think you should think, here's what I need, here's what I'm comfortable with, here's what I want out of this. And try to do that more rather than be awkward about it.
I mean, possibly for the women here, what would you think if you had a 15-year-old older guy who you really liked and he was a virgin? Like, is that
He said 15-year-old at first.
Yeah, you gotta stop
Sorry.
saying 15-year-old guy.
older?
I
Sorry.
don't think it would be a problem for me. I think that, like, I would go for the communication. I think that I probably would want that to be told to me ahead of time personally. Because then I would approach it that way. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to make sure that this is really comfortable for you because most people's first times are really shitty. So if I have the opportunity to give you a great one, we're going to do that. And we're going to figure out what you like. And it's going to be a fun journey for us. I feel like that's how I would approach it. But I don't, I'm not spokesperson for all women.
No,
Devastating.
Here's-
you're still a person for me.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just me and Sabrina.
Here's one thing you can definitely do though. You already said that she wants to give you head, like you brought it up already.
Right.
Definitely start there, and then afterwards you can tell her. Like afterwards you can be like, by the way, I want to let you know that I'm a virgin. Like I'm down to do this, whatever. If you like what you experience, like, I'm down to do this. But I wanted to let you know. Like I hope you're comfortable with that. If you want, after the blowjob.
Yeah, I mean, some high school teachers would consider a blowjob losing your virginity. So, I mean,
True.
you'd already be halfway there.
Not Bill Clinton, but
to the men on the podcast, what did you guys do? When you lost your virginity, did you tell the person, like literally, how did you approach that?
I mean, for myself, you didn't tell the person?
No.
Oh, yeah, you said
I literally, it was a one night stand. I lost my virginity to a one night stand. Wow, you didn't have to make that face. Okay.
For me, I was with a partner. I mean, I was in college at the time. I was like 19 too. And it was my partner's first time as well. So, you know, it was easier. I feel just situationally being in tandem with like, you done this? Nope. You done this? Nope. You know, so I guess I felt fortunate in that regard that it was just like I had somebody that was kind of at the same pace for me, but that's not to say that other situations aren't doable, you know, so
romantic.
Yeah, dorm room romantic. Yeah,
damn,
better than a lot of first times.
Yeah, that's what I'm
on my $10 Craigslist couch.
We have a new guest that just hopped in the chat.
Oh, great!
In the chat room. This is Noel. What's up with you just fucking bombing everything that I do here? You just like always coming in late, dude. What's going on?
Hey. Listen, bitch.
It's Noel Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, everybody?
Do you want to turn on your camera? Because if not, I'm gonna hide you.
Yeah, I could turn on my camera. Hold on. Listen, this is through a computer screen, so I'll take every opportunity to talk to you however I want, as disrespectful as I want.
True. Yeah. Well, I know where you live, dude. So yeah, remember that. Damn.
Ooh, crispy.
What's up, everybody?
Sick handheld.
Oh, yeah, you know, just got to feel like I'm at the comedy club at all hours, man. 12 o'clock,
No,
I'm performing.
When you lost your virginity, did you tell the person ahead of time that you were a virgin?
We're jumping right into it.
He's still a virgin.
Let me think about that.
Just kidding. It's
Nah,
not an embarrassing thing.
I didn't tell Hasan before I nutted in his butt. I just kept it. No, let me really think about that. I think I did. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I want to say I did, though.
This is a great point for you, Jay. Something you're stressing about right now, you might not even remember.
Right, sure. Yeah.
When it's done, and you dealt with it, it's all good.
Are you afraid about telling her? Is that the issue? Or him? Or whoever you're fucking?
Well, I feel like I've already wasted everyone's time quite a lot, but I'm significantly older than the median age of losing one's virginity, and
fuck
part
that.
about
Tell her you went to war. Make something up.
Oh, there you go. I don't want to. Oh, wait a minute. No more lying. No lying.
No.
Did you tell her you went to war?
Yeah, just fucking tell her you went to war. It'll be great.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Listen, I was in some obscure war in the on the border of Morocco and somewhere else.
Not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm special forces. Yeah, deployed for the last 20.
No, tell her you did IT, so that way you're like, it's kind of whack. I was like living in a hole in the desert, but I didn't shoot anybody. I was just the guy, like making sure the computers worked and shit. So I know a lot about Reddit.
Pretty good with computers, yeah. So
yeah, I was the camp Ethernet guy, so running cord day to day, you know.
Exactly. You should just do it, and then right at the end, after you finish and roll over, you're just like, I've never done that before. And then she might be like, I could tell, or wow, you're amazing. And that's it.
Here's the nice thing is we've been in a pandemic for the last year and nobody's gotten out and done anything. So I feel like no matter what happens, someone will be satisfied a little bit, right?
Right. Yeah.
And everybody's down bad. It's true.
The bar is low.
Yeah, my
Not
shit's
necessarily,
collecting
man.
dust, dude. Don't worry about it. We're all fucking
Yeah.
born again virgins at this point.
I'm gonna be contrarian on all those points and say the pandemic is when everyone ordered, you know, the 2-stroke motor vibrator with 48 different settings and 3 different nubs to sit on.
True.
No, you got the pull start.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't compare with technology.
Yeah.
Like that's I'm just not even gonna.
Yeah,
Like
I did.
the
I
No,
did
but
get
you
a, I
can
did get a
bring
Suckmaster
technology.
5000.
Ooh.
You could bring a vibrator. I did find out about a Japanese sex egg yesterday.
Oh,
What?
If you're
Oh,
interested. It's supposed to
you're way
give
behind on that.
incredible hand jobs. Yeah,
Yeah.
it came out like 3 years ago.
the egg gives hand jobs.
Yeah, kinda.
Is it like
The
a Humpty
Tenga.
Dumpty egg body kind of situation, or how?
Pretty small. Pretty small. Look it up, Gus.
The
All right, I'll
Tenga
do it.
egg
You're in
or
for a good
something,
time.
right?
Is it the same
Yeah, I
egg?
think so.
Sabrina, I'm
Is
gonna
it
make
the
a
same-
house purchase.
Is that the same egg they stole in the Italian Job? Is that why that shit was so special?
Exactly.
the-
Great
the-
hand jobs.
the Fabergé egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see
Nice.
myself
Nice,
out. I
Gus.
hate it.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Out of the
Wow.
Smithsonian, they were like, "This shit is highly, highly important."
Very good. Jay, I think you're gonna be okay. I vote
Right.
communication, but it is up to how you feel.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Good luck out there.
Yeah.
Start
Thanks,
researching
y'all.
what's on the border of Morocco. Prepare your war story, man. You got it. I
Right.
believe in you.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's Western Sahara. I could use that. That's close.
Bam.